Wouldn't it be great if you could change your parents' minds about letting you do something? How about changing a school rule? Wouldn't you like to be able to change the principal's mind about letting you do something? As writers, we can do this by telling the reader what we think or believe. Today, we are going to learn a new writing strategy that good writers use for everything they write. Then we are going to learn the strategy or trick that helps you write a paper that tells the reader what you believe or what you think about something. This type of writing is called opinion writing. An opinion is what you think, believe, or feel about a topic. Writing an opinion essay is a way to tell people what you're thinking about something. It's an opportunity to persuade or convince them to change their minds. Writing an essay helps you to be clear with your ideas, to organize your thoughts about your opinion. Learning to write down your thinking will help you to discuss ideas and topics that are important to you. It's helpful to be able to write your ideas down in an essay because arguing your point in person might get you rattled. This way, you'll have your ideas organized and easy to follow. Before we get started with learning about our new tricks, let's review one that we have already learned about. POW is a trick good writers often use for many things they write. Let's look at the POW chart to remind ourselves about what it means. P stands for pick my idea. This is usually an idea in my head. O stands for organize my notes. I will teach you a strategy that's going to help you organize your notes a little bit later. W is for write and say more. We will use our notes to be able to write and say more about our thoughts. Don't forget, a really good way to remember POW is to remember that it gives you power for everything you write. I want you to have lots of brain power to write, and this trick will help you do that. Let's go through the chart again. POW, pick my idea, organize my notes, write and say more. Now that we are feeling powerful, I think that we're ready to learn a new writing trick. Today I'm going to share a trick that will help you remember the parts that should go into an opinion paragraph. It's called TREE+LL, and let's look at each part of it. All the parts of an opinion writing essay can be thought of as a tree, and there are different parts that combine together to help make our tree or our essay big and strong and healthy. So as you can see, it covers all the parts that should be in an opinion paragraph. The first part, T, stands for topic sentence. The topic sentence tells the reader what you think or believe. And the topic sentence is like the trunk of the tree. The trunk is strong and every part of the tree is connected to it. The topic sentence also has rich language that makes the reader say, wow. Let's look at some examples of topic sentences. So one example of a topic sentence is dogs make better pets than cats. This tells the reader that the person writing believes that dogs are better pets than cats. A second example is students should have homework every night. And a third example is students should have more choices available for school lunches. The R, our second part, stands for reasons. We want our essays to have 3 or more reasons. Our reasons tell the reader why you believe what you believe. And the reasons are like the roots of the tree because they support the trunk. The more powerful the roots or the reasons are, the stronger the trunk will be. Our first E stands for explanations or examples. You cannot just give a reason and move on. You are trying to convince the reader to believe what you believe, so you need to explain why and give examples. The second E that we have is an ending. The ending holds the essay together, and the ending is like the earth. It holds or binds the roots together, and it binds the essay together, preventing the erosion of our ideas. Phew, we've learned a lot so far. We are almost there. Now that we know about the tree, let's learn about the L's. The first L in our essay stands for links. Links are all of the transition words that connect our reasons together. We've been using transition words with opinion and narrative writing, so we're just going to continue using our links and transition words as we continue into our opinion writing from informative and narrative. Links are the transition words that connect our reasons together and that the writer uses to show that a reason is being given. They mean that something is going to happen next. And transition words are important because they are the links to our essay. Finally, our last L stands for language. Language that is rich and engaging enables the reader to have a deep understanding of what you are trying to say and makes our writing a pleasure to read, just as the leaves make the tree beautiful to look at. Okay, so now that we've learned about our strategy, TREE+LL for opinion writing, we are going to move on to practicing it. So I'm going to show you how I might use this strategy. So I have a lot of opinions, but I'm going to tell you one using tree. So one opinion that I have is that I think that students should have physical education classes every day. This is my topic sentence. Notice how I'm just jotting down my ideas as I'm speaking to keep track of them. This goes back to POW with organizing our ideas. So I think that students should have physical education classes every day. Now, why do I believe that? I have to have a reason. So, first, I think that physical education classes help keep students healthy. And I'm going to write this down again so I can keep track of my ideas. Okay, great. That's one reason, but I can't just move on to the next reason. I have to say more about that, which goes back to write and say more. So now for my example, I'm going to say that it gives students the opportunity to get up and move around, which keeps their heart rate up. Okay, great. So now I've got my topic sentence, my reason, and my example. For a good, strong essay, I would need to come up with at least two more reasons and examples. But I'm going to stop here for now so we can move on to our E, our next E, our ending. So let me think. How would I wrap up my writing? So I could say something like students should have physical education classes every day because it keeps them healthy. This reminds the reader what my original point was and talks about the reason that I gave for my belief. Remember, the LL in TREE+LL stands for links and language. So my next steps to plan my thoughts would be to go back in and add in some linking words and interesting word choices. So to do that, I might go ahead for my linking words and take a look at our linking word list. And I could think about, okay, what do I want to do in my essay? I want to show an example. I want to illustrate my point. So I'm going to look at this list and choose one. I think I might want to use the phrase for instance. So I can always go back and change it later, but this is just me including some planning. So I would write for instance. Then I'm going to think about what's some language that I can use that's rich, exciting, and keeps the reader interested. One thing I can do is I can actually say physical education instead of gym. That keeps my writing at a fourth grade level. When I was a little bit younger, I might have said gym when I was referring to the class, but now I'm going to use a little bit more sophisticated language by saying physical education. And then the other thing I can do is instead of saying something like chance, I actually said here, I wrote the word opportunity, which again is a bit of a higher vocabulary word and it conveys the same thought. It tells the reader the same thing. Okay, so now for my opinion, I have told the reader what I believe. I have explained why I believe this. I have given explanations and examples. I have included linking words, I have included language, and I've also wrapped up my writing with an ending. So, in this way, I have used our new writing strategy that we learned about, TREE+LL, to share my opinion. Okay, boys and girls, we're going to stop there for right now. Thank you for listening.